It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they can find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue hired midway through last season. A first-time head coach, he played 11 seasons in the NBA and won 2 championships with the Lakers and spent 6+ seasons on the bench as an assistant coach. LeBron James said there's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's played for Phil Jackson. He's coached with Doc Rivers. He's been all over. So he has experience. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. And as we look forward to the playoffs, they call it the second season. Doris, what do you look for in a playoff team to reach that level of success?
I think what you see over the course of an 82-game regular season schedule is you see teams build their habits. And most of those habits start on the defensive end of the floor. If you look traditionally at NBA champions, you can go back a long time and find that the best teams and the ones that have won championships have been consistently in the top third from all of the defensive metrics. So that's, habits, defense, and then in today's NBA stars, you've got to have, I think, at least 2 and sometimes 3, depending on how big your stars are.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Rubio and Levine together in the backcourt. Gorgie Dang is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. A 3. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. Here's Rubio. The feed to Wiggins. The Cavaliers pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
Completely surprised by the number of turnovers and their lack of effectiveness on defense. Just a poor outing in 2 crucial categories.
Now Rubio, following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And it's Wiggins missing.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Passes it to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Towns with the steal. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And it's Rubio, that time on the assist by Towns. Rubio's got the first basket of the game for the Timberwolves. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shumpert passes to LeBron. Dishes it to Thompson. Irving kicks to James. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, that's what you want from Irving. He's a point guard who is always looking to distribute the rock.
Towns, the screen. Jang with the ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Wiggins up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside Irving. He dishes it to LeBron. From 13. Yep, that one goes. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, LeBron's going to put in work from the mid-range if you start to give him that kind of space.
The pass to Towns. Goes back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, when you're taken first overall, like Karl Anthony Towns was, you are expected to be an all-star. But you know what, Doris? I'm not sure if many thought Towns would be a generational talent, as he's on track to be in his young career.
Yeah, I think it's rare to see a player be taken first overall and actually exceed expectations. At every step of the way, Towns has worked hard and exceeded what was expected of him. And I think that mentality has put him in position to become one of the best big men in the NBA. I can't wait to watch.
And Towns drops them both.
You know, I think one thing about Towns that sets him apart is that basically at this young age, no holes in his game, which is sort of remarkable. I mean, I don't think there's very many players in the NBA at his age that can say that. And you think about all of the aspects and facets that he has to his game, virtually every single one of them he's able to do at a high level.
Now here's James. 23 points for him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
You know, his rebounding was extremely impressive, too. I mean, he snagged some huge boards out there.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
And Towns does everything so well. At such a young age, Doris. Pass is great. Strong defender. Has no problem playing inside or outside on offense and moves great for his size.
You're right, Kevin. And he doesn't do anything maybe at the best level in the NBA just yet. But when you put the whole package together, boy, it's jaw-dropping, his ability. Everything you want from an NBA player, that's Karl Anthony Towns.
Now Jang following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Towns, no luck. The Cavaliers trailed by 3, knocked away, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. 5th, Ricky Rubio.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
You know, I think that's the mentality they have when it comes to defending, aggressive. They don't let up for one single second at that end of the floor, and they're always looking to cause you discomfort.
Wiggins tries again, and Towns lays it in. Towns has got 8 points.
You know, second chance bucket, right? You have to put a body on Towns or he'll devastate you.
LeBron outside. Irving sets a screen for LeBron. From the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by LeBron. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Yeah, if it was inside, he'd have a hard time getting that shot. But beyond the three-point line, he has a little extra space to let it fly.
Now here's Wiggins, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando.
He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Outside Irving, back to James, to the inside. Goes up the baseline. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Rubio kicks to Zhang. Here's Towns. Good on the 13-footer. He's got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Thompson, a screen on Rubio. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wiggins dishes to Zhang. And again, Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you talk about rhythm. He's lighting it up in this quarter, fueling this lead.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And all throughout a basketball career, you have coaches shaping how you play. Doris, in your mind, what attributes of a coach make them a good one?
I think there's so many things that go into being a good coach. Obviously, you have to have great X and O ability. You also have to convince NBA players that you have a plan. And they have to believe that your plan is going to take them where they want to go, and that's into the playoffs and ultimately to a championship. But to me, Kevin, and it'd be interesting to get your take on this, I think they've got to believe you care about them as people as well. Your take? You think so?
Communication skills, to me, would be the #1 thing. And some coaches that publicly appear to be very standoffish, cold, sometimes turn out to be the warmest and the best communicators.
Well, you look at a guy to me like Rick Carlisle, right, whose X and O is off the charts, and guys immediately respect that. And I think from a press perspective, he could come off as gruff, but I think his guys know, man to man, he cares about them.
And eye contact's a pretty big thing, and then asking questions sometimes away from the game too. Would you not agree?
Oh, sure. You know, listen, these men always have lives outside of the NBA. They're no different than you and I, right? And so, you know, there's a lot to be mined when you're coaching people. It's not just about what happens between the lines.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. 6 points for LeBron. Timberwolves leading by 4. Dunn kicks to Bielitsa. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And stolen by James. He feeds it to Fry. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. There's the pick. Dunn kicks to Towns to the inside, and he gets it to go. Bielitsa's got his first basket of the night.
A totally unselfish player. Karl Anthony Towns makes the right pass on time.
Here's James, and the rejection by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. Finished off the break. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now LeBron. He's got 6. Out to the right wing. Fry with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Another miss by LeBron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Bean passes to Towns, and the 3-ball is good. Towns has got 17 now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Outside Korver. Screen by Jones. Outside Korver. Feeds it to Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them to cut into this lead when he's missing so many shots.
Outside Levine. There's the pick. Towns sets the pick for Levine. Here's the floater. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Korver sets the screen for LeBron. Right side Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Dunn kicks to Bielitsa. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving dishes to Fry. Swiped it away. Levine with it, guarded now by Irving. To halt the run, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
And Kyrie Irving, the MVP of Team USA back in the 2014 World Cup. You know, Doris, when the lights are brightest, he's usually at his best.
And that's what you hope for, Kevin, right? This is a guy who's won the three-point shootout. He's won an All-Star MVP and the Rising Stars MVP. Elite competition seems to bring out the best in him. And when he heats up, he can take over.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Liggins is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Towns. And so Irving nails both of them.
And for the Cavaliers, third time was that charm, right? 3 finals appearances in their last 46 years as a franchise, and they finally win the title. To hang that banner, guys, what a tremendous accomplishment.
The Elites are with the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Fry, good. And it wasn't just the Cavaliers getting the monkey off the back doors. It was the entire city of Cleveland.
Well, how about over a half a century between professional sporting championships? It's almost hard to quantify what the Cavs win meant for those loyal fans.
Levine can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Screen by Jones. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. And fake kicks to Corver. Here's Irving. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. For 3. Drops in the tray. Now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, when Irving is in rhythm from distance like he is, turn the lights out. Defense has no answer.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. A chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
You know, and until the defense closes off that lane to try and stop that, no reason to change strategies.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving is out there with DeAndre Liggins. Then it's Jones. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kyrie Irving is an elite offensive player at his position, but he's trying to improve his focus at the defensive end. He said, "I was always that guy getting called out on film. You get tired of it after a while. It's all about effort. You want to be a guy that your teammates trust." Kevin, we know that point guard is one of the most stocked positions in the league. They need Irving to stay locked in.
Definitely a lot of responsibility at that point guard position. They don't get many nights off. Absolutely not. Thanks, D.A. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Doris, when you talk to Minnesota fans, there is a sense of optimism with this team that had been absent for so long. The Timberwolves are a franchise that had been very, very close to being good for a long time. Where are they now?
Well, I think, Kevin, fans think this is a team that could one day be playing for an NBA title. And they aren't wrong with the talent that are the pillars of this organization. If there is any fan base that deserves to have a team like this, it's easy to cheer for Minnesota.
Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, how does Kyrie collect himself so quickly before going up?
And Rubio kicks to Zhang. Back to Rubio. Jang with the screen for Rubio. From the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Here's Ruby following the basket by Kyrie Irving. It's deflected and stolen by Fry. To the middle. Here's Shumpert. Cleveland moving it around. Irving for three. Rebound by Dang.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Irving against Rubio. The screen from Thompson. There's the pick. Puts up a three, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for three. Irving's got 18 points.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Great focus by Wiggins in the face of some pretty good defense.
And here is Irving. He's got 18. Stolen by Rubio. Wiggins outside. Back to Rubio. Wiggins passes to Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Irving from long range. Good D by Rubio.
He's been so inconsistent from the field, and that makes it hard for these guys to catch up.
There's a screen. There's the dish to Wiggins. Back to Rubio. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Cavaliers. Here's Fry. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. He's got 6.
Boy, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
And Zhang kicks to Muhammad. It's hauled in by Fry.
Boy, he almost never misses that shot, guys. But you know he'll take it again if he gets another good look.
Here's Liggins. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6. Irving dishes to Fry. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's blocked. A shot's good from Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Irving. That shot is off. Good D by Rubio. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And that one, good. Zhang's got his first 2 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 18. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, this was the match that everybody wanted to happen. A proven coach with a stellar track record pairing with a team full of young talent. Minnesota has got to be happy with the hire of Tom Thibodeau for a young core.
And he comes up with the deuce. Aldridge has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The screen from Thompson. For 3, Fry. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And for Coach Tom Thibodeau and the Wolves, it isn't just as coach, it's as coach and president of basketball operations. Doris, they went all in with Tibbs.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, and some teams might be hesitant to give that much control so quickly, but the Wolves were a team in need of direction. And when you have the resume that Tibbs has, it's certainly easier to give those reins to him. And also, they did what they needed to do in order to secure his services in what was a very competitive coaching carousel.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Kyrie Irving. 6th in free throw percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
When your key contributors sit the bench because of foul trouble, obviously that's a problem, and they got plenty of freebies from the charity stripe.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Shumpert. And it's Korver in for DeAndre Liggins. Minnesota also making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Aldridge. Zach LaVine comes in for Muhammad. And it's done in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Wiggins. Now, here's Dunn. He's covered by Irving. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Wiggins.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Stolen by LaVine. Dunn kicks to Zhang. Six to shoot. Pass to Wiggins. LeBron with some nice D.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
I'll tell you, just his mere presence inside, his instincts for altering shots, exceptional.
Another shot, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
And LeBron James achieving the highlight of his career, helping lead the Cavs to their first title in franchise history, and Cleveland's first title in over 50 years. Really hard to overstate what it meant to the city and his legacy.
And he makes the first. And there's been a lot of negativity, Greg, directed LeBron's way. Cavs fans who felt betrayed when he left, analysts who questioned his greatness. What does that 2016 title now do to that?
I think it changes a lot, especially for those in Cleveland. For the analysts who question LeBron's place in history, I think his 2 titles in Miami had already done a lot to cement his reputation. The 2016 title should remove that as an argument.
LeBron James is consistent enough at the line where he'll make you pay most times if you're going to send him there.
Dunn kicks to Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Fedora's always in the hot list of topics as teams each year try to increase their odds at winning a championship. What do you feel are the key ingredients for a championship caliber team?
Talent, first and foremost.
Sure.
I mean, you think about some of the great stars who've won multiple championships. Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. One is talent. That's the first part. Coaching. I think coaching in the NBA is underrated. And then increasingly depth because, of course, over the years, the season has gotten longer. The playoffs have gotten longer. It takes more players to win in the NBA than it probably used to.
Is the feel in the locker room overrated? Is the cohesion, the culture, is that important on that list?
You know, it's a terrific question. I do think you can win without chemistry. I certainly think for us, you can feel it when a team is connected and when they enjoy playing with one another.
Like Golden State.
No question about it.
Here's Dunn, following the basket by LeBron James. Dunn kicks to Wiggins. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wiggins has got 8 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Outside Jefferson. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Jones. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron passes to Corker. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Dunn kicks to Wiggins. A second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LeBron James. The Timberwolves had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
He misses the free throw. Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence, it's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guard, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
And he sinks the second.
And for Chris Dunn, you know, everyone told him to enter the draft after 3 years at Providence. His father, his coach, he could have been a first-round pick back in 15. Instead, he decided to stay one more season, earn his diploma. And I have to say it's worked out pretty well for him.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Count that one. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Dunn, undergoing 2 shoulder surgeries in college, took a medical red shirt for his sophomore season.
Yeah, and that was on his right shoulder, his shooting shoulder. You wonder if he can get even better shooting the ball with time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
But this is a very good free throw shooter already, and with a little focus, Levine could be one of the league's best.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
He misses the free throw. Well, the one question Zach LaVine had when he entered the NBA is whether or not he could be a reliable contributor on offense. Doris, he's put in the work to improve his efficiency a great deal in that regard.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that for Levine is that he's worked on his jump shot to where he's now more of a threat. He upped his field goal percentage from mid-range and from deep since his rookie season. He's shown better judgment in the shots he takes. All of that goes into making him a better player.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Great anticipation, just a little late getting his hand in there.
Towns against Thompson. Kicks it to Jefferson. Clock at 6. James outside. From deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Done with it. He kicks it to Wiggins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You can watch Andrew Wiggins play for 5 minutes to see how naturally scoring comes to this guy. He's always moving without the ball to find space to attack the rim or try to get open. And he is a guy that will continue to add to his skill set so he can put up points in a number of different ways.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And one area that Wiggins is already very good at is his ability to score on the break. Dorsey covers ground so easily in transition and gets a lot of free points that way.
You know, and that's what great scorers tend to do. They find and improve on every possible way to score. And Wiggins, just like all the ones who came before him, you take portions of other players' games and incorporate them into your own bag of tricks.
Now, here's Jefferson. 11 points last game. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. James. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. James has got 14 points.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Towns a screen on Thompson. Levine wide open, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. That's why they're so far off the pace.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 14, and that one is good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the feed to Wiggins. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Thompson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And what about the strength from Thompson there to go up, take the hit, still convert the play? Nice.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Here's Dunn. Another miss by Minnesota. And we've reached halftime in this one. Timberwolves lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
You had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we can come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 20 points, 3 block shots, and 9 rebounds. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him. Not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
Now here's James. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. A high-flying pair of Levine and Wiggins at the 2 and the 3. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. Now here's Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. With a step back. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That sends Gorgie Dang to the free throw line. That one on Jefferson. And when you see Dang, you don't expect a player, Doris, of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Dang can definitely face up and knock shots down. Enough, certainly, to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space. And also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there. Well, that's obviously some defensive miscommunication there, as he gets a wide-open look at the 3.
Dishes to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Here's Wiggins. One added pressure, Doris, that Wiggins has that is unique to himself is that he carries most of the weight of Canada's international basketball dreams. He certainly is the best and the brightest for them. He's expected to lead, in fact, the country to a golden age.
For all the players that we have seen come in the league from north of the border, I think Wiggins has the best potential. And I think he's handled the extra pressure with ease. And it might have even helped him mature as a leader for his basketball team.
That free throw, no good.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And he's good on the second.
I think if you look historically at the Timberwolves, the best years for this franchise were during the prime Kevin Garnett era. Obviously, they finished atop the West back in 2004, best showing in franchise history, and they end up losing to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Towns kicks to Levine. Towns sets the pick for Levine. Back to Towns. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Shooting one.
And that 2004 Wolves team was led by Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. That was the season where he won the team's only national MVP award.
And Kevin, what a shame that team fell short of making the finals. Injuries, if you remember, slowed them up in the playoffs. They weren't full strength. You look back, and that season was pure magic for Timberwolves fans.
2 points. That one goes.
Shumpert makes it look so simple when he drops in a jumper like that.
And Rubio kicks to Dang. Towns sets the pick for Dang. He dishes it to Wiggins. And there's the pass to Rubio. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's because they're moving sharply, getting good shots, big advantage in field goal percentage. I think the one glaring issue with Ricky Rubio has always been his efficiency with his perimeter game. You know, he's never shot over 40% from the floor in his entire career. It's one aspect that if he could become consistent with, his game would soar to a whole new level.
Now, here's Jefferson. He's got 5. Irving kicks to Thompson. Good on the shot. Thompson's got 8 points.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
And with Rubio, his strength of the player isn't his scoring, but he does, Doris, need to be able to make shots at a rate where teams can't leave him alone.
Well, Kevin, I think he's improved that perimeter a game enough that on most nights you've got to play him honest. He's even shown improvement in his ability to make a 3. Still, he might have already reached his potential as a player if he can't find a way to contribute more with his scoring.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside, Levine. He feeds it to Wiggins. Goes up the baseline. But he stays with it. Back to Levine. Rubio sets the pick for Zhang. Towns a screen on Jefferson. And Zhang kicks to Wiggins. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. 13 points in the game.
A good score inside for a three-man. I mean, Wiggins can beat you with his back to the basket or facing up.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Irving with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Now LeBron. 16 points for him. Outside jumper. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Muhammad.
Yeah, the determination there from Shumpert was something else. Took the foul, converts the basket. Beautiful.
And Cleveland making a change here. Liggins is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Kyrie Irving, one of the most explosive scorers in the league, perhaps the best crossover in the entire NBA. Lightning quick in either direction, strings them together to leave defenders grasping at thin air. More times than not, that shot is going down. Definitely surprised he bricked it.
Feeds it to James. Back to Irving. James against Zhang. And the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end.
And Muhammad kicks to Levine. The dish to Aldrich. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, the defense can't be so relaxed when he has a look like that.
Shumpert passes to Irving. 14 feet away. That one off the back iron and out.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is. Listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. But he can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to outmuscle opposing big men.
Muhammad hits them both.
You know, I think the one area where Muhammad seems to get more comfortable each year is the free throw line.
Here's Liggins looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Outside Irving. Lots of room. Bucket is good. Minnesota leading by 9. Rubio dishes to Levine. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, Levine's a guard, but he has the quickness, the hops. He's difficult to stop in there.
Now, here's Fry. And Fry slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself. He converted in a big way.
Here's Muhammad following the score by Cleveland. Levine with it. He's picked up by LeBron. 16 feet away, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 9 points for Zach LaVine.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
And the Cavaliers call time here. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Who's checked in for Minnesota. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league to beat.
And Liggins kicks to Irving. To the inside. Cleveland moving the ball around. No good from outside.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
They set the pick. Rubio outside. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. He's really stood out for them over the past month. First in assists. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And here's Irving. He's got 23. And another miss by Cleveland. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Jang a screen. Muhammad the pass to Aldridge. And there's the feed to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. The 11-footer, and again it's Minnesota.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, nice approach, working it in low that time. Caused some problems for the defense, keeping them off balance enough just to get the bucket.
Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich of San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James Jones, who's checked in for James, and it's Corver in for Iman Shumpert. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dunn's checked in. Irving for 3. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Bielitsa. The leaner inside. And that's good off the glass that time. Bielitsa's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Outside Irving. Pass to Corver. Fires from deep. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Corver. 28 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Done with it. Here's Dang, and Jones sends it back, and he gets it back. He gets one. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Liggins. On the wing, Irving. Muhammad covering. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Bielitsa. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Now here's Corver. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the paint. Kicks to Thompson. Wiggins with some nice D.
Stellar defense to alter that shot. You could tell his release was a tad awkward.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside. Wiggins possesses that in spades.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
That free throw, no good. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He's off on the 2nd.
Boy, his shot's a little off tonight, but they're out in front because other guys are stepping up.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. 5th on the list, Chris Dunn.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Now here's Muhammad. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Here's Jones. Here's Korver. It's Jefferson outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
I think everyone knows Cleveland is the team to beat in the East. They steamrolled through the Eastern Conference a year ago. And I think as long as their roster stays pretty much intact, they've got to continue to exert that dominance.
Here's Liggins following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. They set the screen on the wing. Jones. They need this one. They get it back. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Now, the first thing you need to do as a defender is locate Thompson on a miss because you know he's looking for the putback slam.
Now Dunn puts up a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the rejection by Towns. And here is Dunn. Wiggins with it. 1 second left. Jump shot is good that time. Wiggins has got 17.
Well, they're an in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Keep digging, man. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Every loose ball. Make it hard on them. Make them hard.
And there's Tom Thibodeau focusing on the toughness and efforts he'd like to see from his team.
Yeah, he wants them to just leave no stone unturned, take advantage of every opportunity, and that's going to be the roadmap to success.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Jones is out there with Jefferson. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Thompson. And it's Korver in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Jefferson. That shot, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Towns. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Korver kicks to Thompson. To the middle. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
That's a lack of attention to detail, and that's all it really takes to hurt yourself in a big moment.
And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Now here's Levine. Here's the screen. Rubio with it. He's picked up by James. His three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And finished off by LeBron.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
Ooh, he was open there, guys. I'm sure he's kicking himself that he didn't capitalize.
Back Korver. He kicks to James. The baseline J. And that one goes long. Timberwolves leading by 9. Levine kicks to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Spyalitza. Jefferson with some nice D. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Just an example of what sets LeBron apart from everyone else. The ability to set up his teammates for easy scores while being so dominant himself.
Here's Bielitsa. Inside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by LeBron. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Towns, the screen. Wiggins kicks to Levine. And that one comes up a bit short.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Nice shot by Thompson.
He is not someone you can sleep on. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Minnesota leading by 7. They set the screen. Rubio dishes to Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Passes it to James. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Korver for three. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Again, Shumpert missing. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Levine kicks to Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Richard Jefferson, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Kyle Korver. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Bielitsa. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Now here's James for 3. Fry, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game.
It hit a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
I mean, unbelievable. Whether they're wide open or defenders draped all over them, they're hitting from distance.
Levine against Shumpert. Beyond the arc, and Zach Levine hits from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Well, in a screen and roll situation, Zach makes the right decision.
Outside Irving. LeBron outside. Takes the 13-footer. Wiggins with some nice D.
He wasn't expecting to be smothered like that. Excellent work by the D.
On the wing, Wiggins. Dishes it to Levine. Rubio left side. Here's Dang.
I mean, the first thing you notice about Gorgie Zhang is when he's on the floor, it's his defensive presence. Very long arms to bother shooters, quick movement to stay and track drivers as they come to the rim. Such a force.
And that one misses.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Irving. Lets it go with the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And with Zhang's defensive presence, Doris, he'll always find a way onto the floor. Everything else he does is icing on the cake.
Well, it isn't just protecting the rim that Zhang excels at, right? He also has great timing to deny passes and come up with some steals. He's carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Zach Levine. Shumpert passes to James. Clock is at 3. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
He's been taking what the defense gives him, shooting a high percentage, and they still trail.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Timberwolves passing it around. Levine with it, picked up by Thompson. From 10 feet out. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Shumpert. Puts it up from 17. The shot will not fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Now here's LeBron. Shumpert with the screen for James. Towns with the steal. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Jang dishes to Wiggins. Levine for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside jumper. Irving a screen on Rubio. Irving drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 30 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
To the middle. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 18 points for Zach LaVine. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now LeBron. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Good D by Rubio. Minnesota leading by 14. Down low. That's tipped. And the pass to Towns. Here's Dang. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving. And Fry kicks to Irving. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
Yeah, that's tough. It cost them any momentum they were trying to generate.
The Timberwolves shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Rubio outside. He feeds it to Towns. To the paint, and Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. To the paint. Here's Towns.
Tristan Thompson, vital part of this team's interior defense. Really takes pride in how he contests shots.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. And the rejection by Towns. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Jefferson's checked in for Channing Frye. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Start it.
And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 16-point game. Off the pick. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 32 points for Kyrie Irving. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Rubio, the pass to Towns. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron kicks to Irving. Goes up from the top of the key. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Tristan Thompson, one of the premier offensive rebounders in the game. Second overall, in fact, in offensive rebounds last year.
Look, Kevin, this is a guy who makes his living around the rim. He runs rim to rim, terrific on the pick and roll. He's a smart cutter, does a good job lurking on the baseline for drop-offs or second chance points.
And he makes the first.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
And he makes both free throws. And Tristan Thompson has improved his scoring efficiency, Doris, every season in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kevin, this is not a go-to scorer, more of a garbage buckets type player, but he's learning how to be effective. And he's also improving as a decision maker. Last season, his best ever assist-to-turnover ratio.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Shumpert, no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
Now here's Wiggins. No good. James with some nice D. We've got 1:28 left in the game. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
Free throw good, James. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Levine dishes to Rubio. Here's Wiggins. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. James, the pass to Shumpert. To the middle. And stolen by Jang. And here's Levine. It's stolen by Jefferson. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And the rejection by Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. That one is on Towns. Free throw no good for Irving.
Now, Irving is so versatile as a scorer. Outstanding free throw shooter, too.
Wiggins kicks to Towns. And there's the call on Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him. .43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rubio sets the pick for Wiggins. There's the screen. Feeds to Jang. Just 4 to shoot. There's the 3. But they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Towns dishes to Rubio. Jang with a screen on Irving. And Rubio kicks to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Jefferson passing to James. Irving for 3. Not going to go that time. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns. Aggressive right from the opening tip. His big first quarter got the team into a groove early, and that helped fuel their fire for the rest of the evening.
He had a little extra fire in his belly tonight, guys. Woo. Taking on the defending champs. He wanted that barbecue chicken, baby. But in all seriousness, though, he was out to prove something. He wanted to show that, hey, we can compete with any team in the league, and that's what he did.
He took it upon himself to dominate the glass tonight, fellas, and that's exactly what he did. He finished with a grand total of 19 rebounds. With him out there working as hard as he was on the glass, his teammates had to fall in line.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular